खानदानी लुटेरों की कोशिश होगी बेकार, अब की बार 400 पार।
A dramatic escalation of a violent dispute over the South China Sea occurred on May 10th when the National Security Advisor for the Philippines urged for expulsion of Chinese ambassadors due to an apparent leak of a phone conversation with a Filipino commander. In this regard, the Secretary of the Philippines, Eduardo Ano, accused the Chinese embassy in Manila of engaging in repeated acts of dissemination of disinformation, misinformation, and malinformation with the objective of sowing discord, division, and disunity. This happened after Philippines last month rejected a Chinese claim that the two nations had settled their growing maritime conflict in the South China Sea, calling the Chinese statement propaganda. While the Chinese aggression against the Philippines in the South China Sea has been taking place for a long time now, the conflict has escalated ever since the election of the anti-China president Bongbong Marcos. A growing diplomatic rift between Manila and Beijing and brand new maritime conflicts are turning the highly sensitive South China Sea into a potential hotspot. Historic animosity between these two nations can be traced back to the Mischief Reef incident, where in 1995 Chinese troops took over the Mischief Reef even though the Philippines claimed ownership of it. Amid this, China established military hardware stationed there. However, the situation intensified when the Philippines Navy sailed its tank landing ship BRP Sierra Madre to the Second Thomas Shoal in 1999 on the grounds that the ship's bottom was leaking and it had to land on the coral. Since then, the Philippines has maintained a marine contingent on the shoal. Nonetheless, despite international warnings, China maintained control over the South China Sea, creating diplomatic challenges. Then, in 2018, saw the resurgence of the South China Sea issue following allegations of Chinese vessels sighted in the harbor. This was followed by further worsening of the South China Sea conflict after a Chinese militia vessel purposely collided with a Filipino fishing boat in 2019. As for the territorial claims, China has in reality engaged in several disputes with its neighbors, mostly in the East and South China Sea. Competing claims to islands, reefs, and maritime boundaries are common issues in these conflicts. Tensions have increased between China and neighboring nations including Vietnam, Japan, the Philippines, and others as a result of China's assertiveness in these issues.